A local defense attorney explains the biggest win of Colorado's police reform bill. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, sailors, skiers, friends, and family are gathering at Dillon Marina this afternoon to remember Paul Kresge, a part-time Dillon local and veteran sailor who drowned on Lake Dillon this past weekend. The group meets at Dillon Marina in about 1 hour with a memorial flotilla led by Yacht Club Commodore D.B. Tanner at 6, pending weather. This week brings another round of state-approved reopenings for casinos, conference centers, sleepaway camps, and bars. Governor Jared Polis.
We need to find a sustainable way to live. We've known that from the start. Make sure that individuals, businesses, local government have the certainty and predictability they need.
Slots in Blackhawk and Central City reopened yesterday with no table games, and large conference centers like Beaver Run can welcome events again coming this weekend.
A lot of folks really been asking questions. How can we go to conferences, receptions, museums? They already were able to open, but this is a more workable way that they can open in a reasonable way.
Bars are reopening as soon as tomorrow, pending final guidelines.
Bars will be able to open up to 25% or 50 people indoors. They can have more space outdoors, of course. Many have patios.
Phase 3 of Colorado's recovery, known as Protect Our Neighbors, takes effect in July with different levels from county to county based on caseload and hospital capacity. This just in, River Run Gondola at Keystone starts spinning again next Friday, June 26th, for scenic rides and hiking access only. The bike park is closed. Breck Connect Gondola opens July 4th for rides on the Colorado Chair, plus access to the Gold Run Coaster and Alpine Slides. Epic Discovery and Bike Hall are closed. Vail and Beaver Creek open with similar limited operations July 1st, and all Vail properties are open weekends only, Friday through Sunday. For golfers, both Keystone courses are open now. Copper Creek at Copper Mountain is taking tee times July 3rd. Yesterday, we explained how 70% of Summit's workforce depends on tourism and why local business leaders like Blair McGarry of Summit Chamber see COVID-19 as an opportunity.
The future, post-COVID does not exist, and it's really up to us to create that and make it exactly what we want it to be.
First, we need to know what makes an economy sustainable. Small business expert Delaney Keating of Startup Colorado.
Very much about the network and the support and having, entrepreneurs or you birth the idea, and then where do you go next?
It's called the entrepreneurial ecosystem, and it does not grow overnight.
In between 5 and 7 years is where you're seeing it really start to stick and take off.
The seeds are planted when local entrepreneurs are inspired and supported to seize opportunity.
Commitment from that local government to continue to support the efforts that are happening, to understand the investment of time and money that it takes to continue to seed this kind of ecosystem.
Summit County has no economic development office, unlike City of Montrose, where Chelsea Rosti is Director of Marketing, Innovation, and Tourism.
If I were going to build something from the ground up, I would certainly start with it living within a municipal or a local government entity, because there you will find support for the program, probably financially, but most certainly a network of all of the different things that you need to operate an organization.
Montrose and Summit are different. Their economy is just 10 to 20% tourism driven, with many more year-round residents. But Rosti believes mountain resort towns already have the fertile infrastructure entrepreneurs need.
Economic development really takes things that you wouldn't think of, like maybe sometimes infrastructure, school systems, all those types of things, because at the end of the day, a company moving there, choosing to locate there, wants it to be a good place for their family.
Keating of Startup Colorado agrees, claiming the seeds and soil are already here.
So by nature of living farther off the beaten path, with a real desire to live in a place because of the quality of life of that place, I believe that entrepreneurship really, there is an inherent genius that becomes born into people when they live in rural places.
Tune in again tomorrow for more in our series on economic opportunity in the wake of COVID. A sweeping police reform bill is one signature away from becoming law in Colorado, and local defense attorney Daniel Garcia sees this as a big win.
The success we have so far is doing away with the patchwork policies that every individual police department and jurisdiction has had across Colorado.
Garcia says one big success of Senate Bill 2217 is the end of qualified immunity. If passed, citizens can sue individual officers for excessive use of force up to $25,000.
Qualified immunity is a legal doctrine. It's not statutory. It's not in the books anywhere, per se.
This also protects taxpayers by holding officers, not departments, accountable for actions in the field. It does not extend to state agencies.
Qualified immunity is such a entrenched legal doctrine that the fact that Colorado got rid of it within 11 days is amazing. It just blows my mind.
The bill also requires body cameras for all local police and state troopers. Governor Polis is expected to ratify the bill before end of this month. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, the Summit Mountain Challenge Town Series gets started next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, with a 2-day Strava-based mountain bike time trial on the Frisco Peninsula instead of a single large race. Maverick Sports owner Jeff Westcott got the approval yesterday. Keep your eye on mavsports.com for details. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.